Okay, so to finish talking about Hive missions, we're going to go over how you're going to generate the maps and the missions themselves when it comes to a Hive mission. So when it comes to your squad and your resource selection, that's going to be handled the same way as you've done it before, with the exception that you will have the light source as an option to be included with the resources that you bring along on your mission. I would suggest bringing a light source on a Hive mission since it will come in handy. After that, you've got to do your Hive map generation. And what you're going to do is shuffle up all your Hive map tiles and then flip them over, and you'll randomly start drawing them. And you need to draw one for your entry point that does not have a special node on it. So let's draw a tile to see our first one. And this one we see does have a special node on it. So we will set this to the side and we continue drawing until we get one that doesn't have a special node on it. And we will place that down. Now from here, we have to pick one of the open tunnels, which we have two here, as our entry point for our squad. Let's say we pick this one over here and we place our squad counter on it to signify that's our entry point from where we'll be starting our mission. At this point, you can randomly place your node cards on your entry point tile that you've selected according to your alert level. You'll have these shuffled up before you start placing these tiles down. Now, after you do your entry point, you have to do what's called your infiltration point, which is just another two tiles that also do not have special node cards on them. So if we continue, we see this one does. So we'll set it to the side. We'll draw again. This one does. We'll set it to the side. And then we draw one. Okay. And we set it down. And we draw another. Okay. And we set it down. And these two are part of our infiltration point and will be placed onto the map. Now, you can spend one intel pack to generate two additional tiles for your mission on top of these two in the infiltration point, but it is not required to take this step. Now, there is a sequence to go by when you're placing your tiles down onto the map itself, and this is going to be followed whether or not you're placing your infiltration tiles there at the map generation, or if you're coming upon an open tunnel during the actual course of play, in which case you'll need to place a new tile. So the way you'll handle the placement of these tiles is if the sector, the tile being placed, is adjacent to the tile that your squad is on, then it must be placed in its upright position. So placing this one down, it is adjacent to the tile that our squad is on, so we place it in its upright position. But if it is further than that, so being placed farther away than adjacent to this tile, we see this one's adjacent, but if we place one here, it would not be adjacent to the tile our squad is on. You could place that in any way that you chose. It would not have to be in the upright position as the ones that are adjacent have to be. And like before, just like how we would place node cards onto our entry point, anytime you're generating these other sectors, you will also use the node cards that have been selected.